Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Amber Betts.
Hey there, this is Amber Betts with the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. I am here today with Stephanie Magee, the owner of SPENGA Wheat Ridge. Hey, Stephanie.
Hi, Amber.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so first of all, I have to say I'm a big fan. I've gotten such good results when I'm consistent, obviously.
Yes.
Like with anything. But I put on a pair of jeans I haven't worn in a while that used to be really tight, and they are not tight. So I'm like, woo.
I love when people share that kind of stuff. So thank you. We're a big fan of you, Amber.
Oh, thank you. So tell the listeners about SPENGA.
Yeah, so we are a boutique fitness studio at 38th and Sheridan. Our workout is 60 minutes, and it's 20 minutes of spin, 20 minutes of strength, 20 minutes of yoga. And so it's an all-in-one concept, which I absolutely love, and just makes us unique in the community. So yeah, that's what we do, who we are.
Love it. And when I started, I hated spin, and now I don't hate it.
Yes. I joke with my team and my members all the time that I am not a cardio girl in general. And so there's certain times where I do enjoy it, but most of the time I kind of hate it. But that's why I love the workout, is because anyone can do 20 minutes of something they don't love.
Exactly. And I love that it's like seriously all fitness levels, all body types. You can be out of shape, you can be super fit, and it works for everybody.
Yeah, I really enjoy that our community is very diverse, and that like everyone comes in at very different fitness levels, or, you know, at different points in their fitness journey. And I just love that everyone in the room can show up just as they are and be challenged as they are, or take the modifications so that they feel safe. Which is why I really loved it, and why I wanted to open one here in Wheat Ridge.
Yeah. So tell us kind of your journey and how you came along and how you got started.
Yeah. My husband and I, we have always wanted to be business owners, and we started looking into franchises in January of 2020. And we were presented with a few different options, SPENGA being one of them. And I went to the SPENGA Broomfield location, and I was 6 months postpartum. So honestly, I was our ideal client because I was postpartum. I was just starting back in my fitness journey. I had a lot of, lacking of strength and some injuries that had been lingering. And I fell in love with SPENGA personally because it was a place where I felt challenged and safe. I didn't feel like there was a lot in the market for me in that way. And as a new mom, it was just sort of a mental escape, like just being told what to do for 60 minutes and not having to think was really very rewarding. And so, we signed our franchise agreement in March 2020, 3 days before everything shut down. So it has been an incredible journey to get here. So and, almost 3 years in, we opened our doors December 2021, which was a very crazy time to open. Right. But we're just about to hit our 2-year mark, and very excited to be where we are today and continuing to grow.
Amazing. So tell us why. I mean, I know why I'm a fan, but why would people choose you over another gym or another class? Like, what kind of differentiates you?
Yeah, it's a great question. Especially near us, there are so many different fitness options. And there's a couple, like 3 things that really stand in mind for me. One, immediately the most obvious is like we are such an incredibly clean studio, and that in my opinion truly matters. My team is amazing, and we are very diligent to keep the studio very, very SPENGA clean, which helps, and it smells nice. We have HVAC with essential oils in it, and so it just got a very pleasing aesthetics, which I really feel like helps people to tune out and be present to their bodies and their workout. Two, our instructors are amazing. We pride ourselves on really helping our instructors to always be growing in their role and helping them to keep our members safe and give good options. My general manager has been visiting a lot of fitness studio, and it's like very surprising how much the instructors in other gyms like really aren't paying attention to form. So we spend a lot of time with our instructors really driving home the importance of that and helping them to get the training they need to be very, very good at that. And then the third would be our community. Like we really take it as a mission that like we are here to cultivate community in Wheat Ridge so that people can feel like they have a place to connect and belong. And I personally am very passionate about that in these crazy times because I feel like people really need other people. And so and don't know where to find other people. And it makes me so happy when I see our members lingering after sessions, like talking to one another. And so that's really a really big key piece of who we are.
Love that. So you mentioned the shutdown and COVID and all that. You know, I get that a lot on this podcast, like managing those challenging times. But what else, like, can you expand on that, or how did that make, you and your business better?
Yeah. I mean, it's just it was a crazy time. I was thankful that we weren't open during the shutdowns, but I mean, 2 years in, and I still feel like every week I still hear somebody saying, I haven't worked out since before COVID. And so the fitness industry, it just took a really big hit. It was a place that people were scared to go to for a long time. And I would say there are still people out there who are. And and then, with like Peloton emerging, people felt like they could just do it at home, which I think more and more people are realizing that like it takes an incredible amount of discipline to really stick to that like at home routine. But yeah, just, weathering all of the storms and, inflation and all of the things. Yeah. And I'm a first-time business owner, and so it's been a huge learning curve for me. I like to joke that I've gotten an MBA over the last, 2 years.
Right.
But, I think it's made us stronger because we've really had to show up and stand out and like really deliver on a great experience. I think it's also made my team, particularly my leadership team, like we've had to make the hard choices of who are we going to be? Are we going to operate out of fear and take the quick buck? Or are we really going to build a strong foundation and be people who stand for something, being inclusive, not buying into the fear and like being patient with people as they are navigating the craziness that is the world right now.
Yep. All right, so we're approaching the holidays. So tell us about what you got going on, any specials, news, updates, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's a great time to get started. Some people are like, I don't want to start until after the holidays. No, don't wait.
Start.
Do it. And we've got really great promotions going on. Like some of the best promotions of the year happen between now and the end of January. I'm not going to say what they are because they kind of change week by week for the next few weeks. But like if you're thinking about getting started with membership, now is the time to do it because we do not run these sort of deals the rest of the year. And then a really exciting thing that's happening in the studio is we just launched a new nutrition partner. Which we're very excited about because we really want to, SPENGA as a whole, the whole network nationwide really wants to be a holistic wellness stop. And so that nutrition piece is so, so, so key. And so our new nutrition partner, it's like a holistic nutrition counseling, and it's very individualized, which I'm excited about, because every person has different goals. Every person has very different chemistry going on within their body, and they all need different solutions. And so we're really excited about that. And so I think it makes us a very good option for people who are wanting to, like, you know, restart their fitness journey or like take it to the next level and be healthier.
Love it. So I know you're super active in the community, but tell us a little bit about what SPENGA does to get involved.
Yeah, I like to think of us as like the hub on, like, if you imagine like a bike wheel, like we're the center and we like to connect people, right? And so we're always looking for really solid partnerships, and we keep our partnerships very, we take them very serious. And so we try not to have more than one or two in a specific industry, because we like to really promote our partners. And so we're always looking for new partners, and it doesn't always have to be the wellness space. It could be like, you know, we're actually looking for some like food and beverage partners to like connect people to. But we just take that seriously, supporting other small businesses. And then our late cancel no-show fees every month, we donate a portion of those fees to give back to the community, so that our members aren't, you know, it makes them feel a little bit better if they push the snooze button and don't come in one day. And then we're personally, and myself, I am heavily involved in the Wheat Ridge Chamber and everything that goes along with that, just helping to our community to thrive and succeed. So just some of the things that we do. We're really active in the community, which is like a big passion project for me.
Love it. So I know you're super busy with work and your kiddos and everything, but tell us, what do you do for fun outside of work, that kind of stuff?
Oh my gosh, fun. And I've been asking myself that question of like, what do I enjoy doing? So I love this question because I'm finding the answers. One, I've discovered that I really like playing cribbage with my sister and one very good friend. We did it last night. We go drink some wine, play some cribbage. I started coloring, like in coloring books, which sounds kind of cheesy, but I'm like totally on board with that. But for me, it's like, I'm so busy with the business and my young kids that like, I'm just looking for what's fun for me is like being a hermit and doing quiet activities.
Good for you. You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. So tell us your website, your like social handles, like best ways to book, that kind of stuff.
Yes. Our website is wheatridgeco.spenga.com. And so you can go on there and you can see our schedule. Also our Instagram, which we have a lot of fun with. I would highly suggest following us. We have, we try to keep it a little bit silly from time to time. So it's a great one to follow. And that is at SPENGA Wheat Ridge. And the best way to get started is either to DM us on social media or fill out one of our intro forms on our website. And first session's always free for local residents. And we love having people in and just giving them the SPENGA experience. Yay. I just encourage everybody to go check it out, at least give it a shot. It gets easier, like the first one sometimes it's kind of hard, but it does. Just after a few classes, it's just awesome. So I highly recommend it. And thanks so much, Stephanie, for joining us today. Thank you, Amber. Have a good rest of your week. You too.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com or call 720-295-9588.